Back in another album review. Today's review is on Mezmerize by System of a Down. It is the fourth studio album by System of a Down and is the first half of a double album. It is produced by Rick Rubin and Darren Malakian. The album was recorded at the Mansion and Academia Mathematica of Philosophical Sound Research in Los Angeles between June and November of 2004. It was mixed by Andy Wallace at Soundtrack Studios in New York and Enterprise Studios in Los Angeles. It was mastered by Vlado Miller at Sony Music Studios in New York, and it was engineered by David Schiffman with help from Philip Rossoud. The album was released on May 17th, 2005 on American Recordings and manufactured by Columbia Records. What System of a Down did this time around was record a double album. The second part is called Hypnotize, but we'll get back to that next time. Both albums were recorded alongside each other, but they were released 6 months apart from one another. One thing I noticed is that Darren performs most of the vocals this time around while splitting that role with Serj Tankian. The album is 36 minutes and 6 seconds long, meaning it's the shortest album that System of a Down have ever made. Now let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is Soldier Side Intro. As the title implies, it's the intro to the song Soldier Side, which is on Hypnotize. We'll talk about that next time. The next song is BYOB. This was released as a single on March 28th, 2005. The title is an acronym for Bring Your Own Bombs. It was made to be a protest song against the war in Iraq. To be honest, this was the very first System of a Down song I ever heard, and I was hooked after hearing it the first time. A music video was made, and I'll include a link in the description. After that is Revenja. If you listen to this song, you'll know it's in the nu metal genre. It followed up with Cigarro. I often refer to this as the Dick song because of their use of the word cock. It's also more in the thrash metal genre. That's followed up by Radio/Video. Darren said in an interview with Revolver that the lyrics refer to two neighbors he had named Danny and Lisa. They had Paul Stanley's solo album. He also mentioned that he ended up becoming a fan of Kiss. Up next is This Cocaine Makes You Feel Like I'm on This Song. Back when I reviewed Toxicity, I mentioned that cocaine is mentioned in the lyrics of the song Psycho. However, this song in particular has cocaine in the title. Next up is Violent Pornography. Personally, I think the best part about the song is the chorus. Darren said in the same interview with Revolver that he's also been a huge fan of disco, hence the non-stop disco line in the lyrics. What comes next is Question. This was released as a single on July 12th, 2005. This song is known for being one of the band's most popular songs. Serj Tankian plays an acoustic guitar on the song, but he's uncredited for that. There is a music video that was made, and I'm including a link in the description. Next up is Sad Statue. I'd say this is one of the best songs on this album. One of my friends said this is one of the band's most underrated songs, and I agree. Up next is Old School Hollywood. Darren wrote the song after participating in a celebrity baseball game for charity, which explains why baseball is mentioned multiple times in the lyrics. Tony Danza and Frankie Avalon also participated, which explains why they too are mentioned in the lyrics. The conclusion to this album is Lost in Hollywood. The song sounds like it's more in the category of alternative metal. When researching this album, I saw that it peaked at number one on the Billboard 200 and was certified platinum by the RIAA by selling over 1 million copies. The album was critically acclaimed and has an 85 on Metacritic. Surprisingly enough, Rolling Stone magazine and Pitchfork liked this album, which is ironic because those are the worst the worst music publications of all time. When it comes to my opinion, I think this album is even better than Steal This Album. It's interesting hearing System of a Down incorporate some elements of thrash metal this time around. It really helps it differentiate it from its predecessors when it comes to the sound. Overall, I highly recommend this album. Now it's the part where I question you. Have you listened to Mezmerize? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? How do you feel about System of a Down making Mezmerize and Hypnotize into a double album? And let me know in the comments. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify future uploads. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with another review.